Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for October 4th. We are looking at the US Japanese yen pair first. This pair did create an inside bar during this last session. It did close higher. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 77.29, possibly as low as 76.17. Look for some resistance around 77.00 and look for some support around 76.50. Now let's take a look at the Euro USD pair. This pair closed higher during this last session. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 135.30, possibly as low as 130.49. Look for some resistance around 133.95 and look for some support around 131.45. Now the pound US dollar pair. This pair closed higher after moving much lower, basically down to this area of support, then pulled back, closed higher. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 156.19, possibly as low as 152.60. Look for some resistance around 155.31 and look for some support around 53.25. Now the US Swiss, this pair closed down, did break the previous bar's high but closed lower. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 0.9331, possibly as low as 0.9043. Look for some resistance around 0.9261 and look for some support around 0.9083. Alright, now as far as news announcements go, we do have a few news announcements tomorrow. We have the pound releasing their gross domestic product for the second quarter as well as year to date at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that one is that it's held for the second quarter at 0.2%, year to date showing a hold at 0.7%. We also have the Eurozone releasing their retail sales at 5 a.m. Eastern Time for August, year to date showing a drop from negative 0.3% to negative 0.7%. Alright, now what am I looking for during this next session? Well, we have the US Japanese yen pair that has created an inside bar. Potentially could look for the breakout on this one to the downside. We talked about how we had this trend line. Let me go ahead and drop that on there again. And it pretty much, it did break it to some degree, came down right to it essentially. So looking for a break below this to really see it push lower. This thing's been oscillating back and forth between this range for a while. I'd like to see it come down to the 76.22 level. Let's back out though and just kind of take an overview look of what's been going on with this pair. It's been moving sideways for about 2 months now, oscillating a little bit here and there, but overall just moving sideways. So definitely look for it to break to the downside. If it broke to the upside, not expecting it to go very high, basically about 20 pips or so up to around the 77.50 mark, and possibly down to the 76.22 mark if it breaks to the downside. Well, I hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.